Putting a load in the kiln. Hey guys, welcome back. So if you saw the last video, or at least I hope it's the last video, as long as I don't goof up in the order I air it. At any rate, I'll link to it right here somewhere around here. There'll be a link to the last video. You saw Joe and I doing some work on this kiln. We replaced the baffle bolts that hold the baffle up through the ceiling, and this morning, this is the next day after we did that project, I put in a new tarp baffle, fixed the boards here that we knocked loose in our production yesterday, and rewired my fan motor. So everything is a-okay with this kiln. She's ready to roll. I just wheeled this load of white oak in. It's actually kind of a very small load for this kiln. It's just some odds and ends, 2 stacks of air-dried white oak I had laying around that I want to get out of the yard and through the kiln. So I just threw them on the track here. That'll only take a couple days, and then we're on to bigger and better loads, but one thing at a time here. So this is about ready to run. I got one more project to do here with this kiln. We have to go back up and seal the bolts on the roof. I didn't have sealant yesterday, and so I stopped at Lowe's this morning and picked up a tube, and we got through the roof. There's a very specific reason I chose this. It says seals leaks, asphalt can't, but that's not the reason. I chose this stuff because it's where they had the other caulk at Lowe's, and I didn't feel like walking all the way to the back of the store to get the roofing cement. So I'm sure this will work. So we're gonna seal her up. So climbing a ladder. You can see our shiny new stainless steel bolt there. So I'm just gonna run a bead. Pretty much, I think I'm just gonna cover the entire thing. Very hard to do one-handed. It's a very junky caulk gun. Medium duty. I'd hate to see what light duty is. Yeah, I think that'll do. 8 more to go. Well, we're all sealed up. I thought maybe you guys would enjoy the view up here. This is what it looks like. Out in front of the mill yard, you see our field of small Christmas trees. We're kind of hitting peak fall foliage here. It's middle of October. Not our best right here. We don't have quite as many maples and stuff, but it's still a very nice view. My favorite time of year. There's the loader behind us. And there's the lumber building and the other kiln on the backside there. So it's a nice view up here. I just thought I'd share that with you. And I'll tell you our next project, because it's a Friday afternoon here. I delivered a load of lumber this morning and planed up some wood and was working on this kiln. So I got everything I absolutely needed to get done for the day done. And well, I figured I'd pick up the camera and take you guys along with me here. And I think what we're gonna do, as a ladybug lands right on my face, I think what we're gonna do here for the rest of the afternoon is wash up some equipment. When I was delivering that load of lumber, I got out of the truck up there, I'm thinking, man, this truck's pretty mangy looking. I mean, I know she's not a beauty on her finest day, but she's getting pretty rough. So I got the pressure washer hooked up, so we'll go down there and we'll wash that, and if time, maybe we'll give the cat a bath. So we'll see how far we get. I had to shed my long sleeve shirt. This is the time of year where you drive to work in the morning with the heat on and drive home with the air conditioner on. Big difference from the morning to the afternoon. Yeah, this is no good. It's pretty grimy. Part of the problem is she lives her life parked down here by these trees, and it's always covered in mildew and mold, and it's just not that great. I really should try to give her a bath more than twice a year. Usually spring and fall is all she gets, but like I said, she's no show truck. So we'll get set up here, cover the pressure washer. You might have seen in some of my other videos, I don't know if I ever actually showed it, but I think I showed you this setup. I pressure wash with a tank because here at my shop I don't have running water. So this is a system I came up with a couple years ago. It works pretty good. 275 gallon tote, adapted down to a garden hose to the pressure washer, just like you'd normally set up, you know, with your hose at home. And it works pretty good because these pressure washers don't take a real high volume of water or high pressure to work. So it actually works pretty slick. It works for me. It's a nice portable setup here. I can move it around and pressure wash equipment. And so I have a couple more pieces to do here yet this fall, then I'll winterize everything and put it away. So I'll get you set up here and we'll get rinsing. That will probably in and of itself make a big difference, and we'll get some soap on the old girl. Well, she already looks much better just with a rinse. Knocked all those barnacles off of her, and it's already brightened up quite a bit. I put the boom out and gave that a little bit of a rinse right away too. So I'm gonna put some soap on it. I just picked up one of those foam cannons from Harbor Freight. I see everybody using these nowadays. I figured I'd pick one up, give it a shot, see what it does. So I picked that up and got some foaming car wash. So we'll put a thick layer of foam on here and see how she cleans up. I'm not going to get too carried away hand scrubbing and polishing because, well, you can only do so much to a truck like this. But, you know, it's funny, you get to washing this and you shine it up and you just can't help but think that, you know, it would be nice to have a nice shiny new one here. But there are two things this truck has that a new truck you cannot get. Number one, no emissions. That's worth its weight in gold for those of you that know. And number two, this truck has a very special feature. It has the automatic undercoating feature. And what I mean by that is the engine has an oil leak, so the bottom of the frame is constantly coated in engine oil, which is great because it never rusts. So, you know, those two things are hard to replicate. So I might have to just keep this truck just a little bit longer. So I got her all wrapped up, and I want to warn you guys right up front here, pause your TV, computer, phone, whatever you're watching this on. Go get yourself a pair of sunglasses. I don't want to take responsibility for blinding you guys with this brilliant paint. There you have it. Came out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. I already got a leaf sitting there on the hood, but I'm happy. This is the shiniest this truck's looked in quite a while. Not too shabby for a 23-year-old truck. So it has a few little paint dings and dents that you're not gonna buff out no matter how hard you buff, but by and large it looks pretty sharp. She looks pretty good from 100 feet. It's about a 100-foot wash job. But I have one more thing to do. Little detailer. Nothing like some good old black rattle can Rust-Oleum. Clean this bumper up real nice. Probably use it on the back bumper some. Just dress everything up a little bit. Make it look sharp. Make it look crisp. So I'm also going to do the cat, I think. But, you know, I think you guys get the picture here. That shines up real nice. That's still a good looking machine. So I just wanted to make a fun little Friday video here. This kind of project kind of gets pushed off and pushed off and pushed off longer than it should, but I'm always busy doing the serious stuff. And I thought the weather's nice. It's a nice day to do it. Take you guys along for the ride here and show you what I'm up to. So I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please consider hitting subscribe and liking the video. And I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.